the Horizon Newscast for the week of October 11, 2010. I'm Brooke Lehman. Our top story of the week is the Nearly Naked Mile run this past Thursday night. Desiree Smith and Christy Taylor were there all night and tried their best to keep their clothes on for this one.
Here at the Nearly Naked Mile, IUS students stripped down to the bare essentials to run for a good cause. The starting line for the run was in front of McCullough Plaza on Alumni Drive. The runners then went down Scenic Drive behind Knobview, behind the Northside Lodges, and past the IUS Lake. After passing the Southside Lodges and back around in front of the activities building, runners finally crossed the finish line in McCullough Plaza.
I just really wanted the opportunity to run nearly naked. It seemed like a good experience to have in college, and it seems one of those things that you have to go through.
Well, everything that we do, we go to sponsor and help out the Alumni Association, and so they were in need of some scholarship money, so we wanted to do a fundraiser to help them. With that, we also wanted to help promote ourselves, so we wanted to do an event that would really attract some attention, and we felt like the Nearly Naked Mile would really accomplish that.
From the finish line of the Nearly Naked Mile, this has been Christy Taylor and Desiree Smith for the Horizon Newscast.
Thanks, ladies. The IUS Fall Festival had yet another successful year here on campus. Brittany Bullard and Stephanie Taggart were out there all day among the crowd.
As a kickoff to Harvest Homecoming, IU Southeast held its annual Fall Festival Sunday, October 3rd in the Evergreen parking lot. The festival was fun for the whole family. Tickets were available for 50 cents each, but free tickets were available to those who were members of the IU Alumni Association. We caught up to festival goers to get their reactions.
This is our first year, and we are really excited to find fun, free, cheap activities with little people. We have a 5-year-old who loves the bouncies and the face painting. Anything that is family friendly, we're going to be there.
It's not just you sit around and eat food. You get to do stuff.
I do.
I know she enjoys it.
The festival was also an opportunity for school organizations and departments to attend the festival, sponsor an activity, and get their name out there. Anna Luce with Alpha Phi and Chris Snyder with the theater department told us why they chose to be a part of the festival.
And we're also promoting the theater over in Knobview to raise money for that, because these productions are expensive. We do have a great theater production here, but it does cost a lot of money.
We chose to do pumpkin painting at the Fall Festival Alpha Phi because we like to try and be involved in the community, and this helps us get with the kids and stuff and to do pumpkin painting.
The festival hosted various performers every 30 minutes, including the Great Baldini and many more. This is Stephanie Taggart and Brittany Bullard for the Horizon Newscast.
Those were your top stories for the week. Here's David Woodson with this week's top news briefs.
What does equality look like? IUS students recently answered that question by drawing and writing their answers on the pavement around McCullough Plaza. Be sure to check it out. To build or not to build? That was the topic recently debated at the Social Sciences Forum over the Ground Zero Mosque. Critics claimed a mosque built within the vicinity of Ground Zero would be insensitive to the 9/11 families and all who perished on 9/11. Supporters claimed that religious freedom, as outlined in the First Amendment, grants anyone the right to build a place of worship where they choose, regardless of their religion. Haunted Waverly Hills in Louisville is now open and giving tours of their haunted asylum for the Halloween season. Tickets are $20 cash per person and can be purchased at the window. Gates open at 7:30 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night through October the 31st. And just a quick reminder to students, registration appointments will be assigned and viewable in One Start starting on Monday, October the 4th, 2010. You are now caught up on the latest campus and area news. I'm David Woodson. Back to you, Brooke.
The Harvest Homecoming Parade kicked off the fall festivities in New Albany. Ashley Agnew has this report from the sidelines.
Well, right now I'm down at the Harvest Homecoming Parade in New Albany, Indiana. As always, there are a ton of people here, including Mayor Doug England and Congressman Barron Hill. This year there are more than 100 floats, making it definitely one to remember.
Our parade today had 108 entries, so we had a good crowd all the way down the parade route.
and everybody was waving, and I thought it was wonderful.
I like the ones with the scooters. I like those scooters.
Flying carpet.
Flying carpets. Yeah, with the big strip.
The parade also showcased outstanding teachers, teen bands, and many other organizations.
1, 2! 1, 2! 10!
As usual, people are having a great time, and the parade is a huge hit once again. From downtown New Albany, I'm Ashley Agnew with the Horizon Newscast.
And this week's campus profile is Frank Mink, a former skinhead. He recently came to campus to discuss his life as a former American Nazi. CJ Daniels sat down with him for an exclusive Horizon interview.
And I was a little skater kid, so, you know, it was kind of a different, even then the regular white kids went to school, I was a little skateboarder kid, so I got a little bit more abuse, but also a lot of people thought I was fucking crazy because I would fight anybody, so I kind of, you know, I didn't get picked on as much as some of the other kids.
IUS welcomed former skinhead Frank Mink to campus to discuss his story from hatred to harmony. Mink's colorful speech discussed his days from being a part of the neo-Nazi organization to his days leading to change. Students filled Hoosier West to capacity, and additional seating had to be made available due to his popularity and eager students awaiting to hear his speech.
Well, I thought it was very insightful, especially since IUS is a very conservative campus. I felt like this discussion or his talk was needed for this campus, and I think it will open the eyes of faculty members and students who may not have been exposed to people of other ethnicities, ethnicities and races and backgrounds, so I think it was very important.
I thought it was entertaining, informative, and it wasn't dumbed down in any way.
It was he had me on the edge of my seat. I just could not leave. I was like, it was real life, and I like the fact that he sounded like Rocky Balboa a little bit. That was a Philly coming out in him.
And it was just very surprising, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes before the actual talk, Frank saw all these students coming, and he was like, Chanel, where are they coming from? There were so many people that the police actually had to close down Hoosier West because we had met capacity. And because we didn't want to turn students away, we asked if they would not mind going outside on the patio, and then we pulled the speakers. So I'd say we probably had very close to 300 or over 300 students to attend.
Frank is one of the most sought-after speakers because of his journey. He also visited IU East, where turnout was even greater. This is CJ Daniels reporting for the Horizon Newscast.
That's all for this week. To keep up with all the latest campus news, log on to iushorizon.wordpress.com. Anytime, 24/7. Thank you for watching.